She was 53, a retired teacher. She texted me at 5:17 in the morning. I don't get it. I tried to fast. Everyone says it's the fastest way to lose weight, but I couldn't even make it past breakfast. I felt dizzy, cranky, and weak. I thought I was doing something wrong, or maybe something's just broken in me. And I told her something that shocked her, but also set her free. No, your body isn't broken. It's just not ready yet. And that's not your fault. Most people think fasting is all about willpower, like you just need to push through, tough it out, ignore the hunger. But if you're over 40, if you've been eating a high-carb diet for most of your life, and if your body has forgotten how to burn fat for fuel, then trying to fast too soon can feel like punishment. Not only does it feel awful, it doesn't even work. You'll feel exhausted, irritable, and end up blaming yourself when in reality, your body just needs a different approach. The truth is, fasting is a powerful tool, but only if you prepare your body the right way. So in this video, I'll walk you through exactly why fasting feels impossible after 40 and what you can do, step by step, to make it not only doable, but even enjoyable. Let's start with the real reason fasting feels like torture, and why it has nothing to do with willpower. Here's something most people don't realize, especially after 40. Your body stores energy in two main forms: sugar, called glycogen, and fat, called triglycerides. But here's the catch. It always uses sugar first. Fat only gets used when sugar runs out, and only if your body knows how to tap into it. Now imagine this. You've been eating carbs, bread, pasta, rice, multiple times a day for decades. Your body's gotten really good at using sugar for fuel, but it's forgotten how to burn fat. So what happens when you suddenly skip a meal trying to fast? Your blood sugar drops, but because your body hasn't practiced burning fat, it panics. You feel tired, shaky, maybe even lightheaded, like something's wrong. And so, of course, you reach for food. This is what I call the fuel switch problem. And it's not your fault. Your metabolism just isn't fat adapted yet. That takes time. But the good news is it can be trained. Think of it like teaching your body a second language. At first it struggles, but with the right steps, it becomes fluent. And once it does, burning fat, even during a fast, becomes smooth and natural. Let's talk about. Here's where most people go wrong. They jump into fasting without first preparing their metabolism. It's like trying to run a marathon without ever walking a mile. If your body has spent decades living on bread, pasta, cereal, and snacks, it's been running on sugar, not fat. So when you suddenly stop eating, it's like asking it to burn fuel it doesn't know how to access yet. That's why the smartest first step isn't fasting. It's lowering your carbs and increasing healthy fats, giving your body the training wheels it needs. What does that look like? Swap toast or cereal for eggs and avocado at breakfast. Trade in pasta for grilled salmon and greens. Cook with olive oil instead of sugary sauces. These changes slowly retrain your metabolism to recognize fat as fuel. Let me share a story. John, 58, was on 3 medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, and prediabetes. We didn't start with fasting. We simply reduced his carbs and increased his fats. Within 3 weeks, he felt more energized, and when he tried a 14-hour fast, it felt surprisingly easy. So remember this, before you fast, teach your body to burn fat. Low carb isn't a diet trend. It's metabolic preparation, and it can change everything. After decades of eating 3 meals a day plus snacks, your body isn't just used to food, it expects it, on schedule, like clockwork. So here's the golden rule. Don't rush into long fasts. Going from constant eating to skipping entire days is like asking your body to leap across a canyon without a bridge. Instead, start slow. Most people already fast 8 to 10 hours just by sleeping, so try stretching that to 12 hours. Then 14. Eventually, 16. Let your body ease into it, just like building up stamina at the gym. Here's what that looks like in real life. Susan, 47, used to eat a late-night snack around 10 p.m. and breakfast by 7 a.m. We simply had her stop eating after dinner, around 7 p.m. That alone gave her a 12-hour fast. Within 2 weeks, she naturally moved to 14 hours, without even noticing. She didn't feel deprived, she felt free, like food was no longer in control. And that's the goal. Fasting should never feel like punishment. It should feel like you're finally giving your body a break, one gentle stretch at a time, and suddenly, what once felt impossible becomes effortless. Let me tell you a secret that surprises almost everyone over 40. Most of the hunger you feel isn't real. It's not coming from your body's need for fuel, it's coming from your brain's habit. Think about it. If you eat lunch at 12 p.m. every day, your body will expect food at 12 p.m., not because you're out of energy, but because it's used to the routine. That's habitual hunger, and it can feel just as strong as true hunger, even when your body has plenty of fat to burn. Here's a real story. Mike, 51, told me he had to eat breakfast at 8 a.m. or he'd feel dizzy and cranky. But we tried something simple. He drank a tall glass of water, waited 20 minutes, then went for a short walk. The hunger passed, and he ended up not eating until noon without even thinking about it. Real hunger builds slowly. Habit hunger comes on fast and fades fast, and learning to tell the difference is a game changer. So next time you feel that craving, pause. Ask yourself, is my body really out of fuel, or is this just a habit knocking at the door?
Here's a simple truth. Your brain often confuses thirst with hunger, and during fasting, especially in the first few weeks, the right fluids can make all the difference. You don't have to just sit there white-knuckling your way through a craving. Water, black coffee, green tea, or even a light bone broth can calm the urge to eat without breaking your fast. Let me explain why it works. Warm liquids like tea or broth give your stomach a sense of fullness. Caffeine, in moderation, can actually suppress appetite. And drinking fluids also keeps you busy. It's a habit replacement. Take Laura, 62. She always craved something sweet at 9 p.m. Instead of grabbing cookies, she made a ritual. Cinnamon tea, a cozy blanket, and a favorite book. Not only did her cravings fade, but she started to look forward to that quiet moment. It became her new comfort. So remember, you're not cheating by drinking something warm during a fast. You're supporting your body and calming your mind. Because fasting isn't just physical, it's emotional, habitual, even cultural. And the right fluids? They're your secret weapon.
There's a reason why fasting feels harder on weekends or during long, idle afternoons. It's not that your hunger is worse. It's that your mind has nowhere else to go. When you're bored, your brain looks for comfort. And for most of us, comfort means food. That's why staying busy is one of the most powerful tools you can use while fasting. It's not about avoiding hunger. It's about redirecting your attention. Let me tell you about Charles, 64. He used to struggle with late morning cravings during his fasts. But then he started gardening at 10 a.m., just light planting and watering. He told me, once my hands were in the soil, I forgot all about food. It wasn't willpower, it was focus. Try folding laundry, organizing a drawer, taking a walk, call an old friend, work on a hobby. Even listening to music or dancing in the kitchen can break the craving loop. The key is movement and engagement. When your brain is stimulated, it stops obsessing about snacks. So the next time hunger strikes, don't fight it, distract it. Because sometimes the best way to win is to look the other way. Let's talk about why all of this is worth it. Fasting isn't just a way to lose a few pounds. It's one of the most powerful tools we have, especially after 40, to reset your metabolism and reverse deeper issues. Over time, fasting helps reduce insulin resistance, the silent driver behind belly fat, sugar crashes, fatigue, and even brain fog. When you fast the right way, your insulin levels drop.
That gives your body a chance to unlock stored fat, especially the stubborn kind around your waist. But there's more. Lower insulin also means clearer thinking, more stable energy, and less inflammation. You don't just look better, you feel sharper, lighter, more alive. Take Denise, 59. She had been struggling with brain fog, stubborn weight, and pre-diabetes. We didn't start with drugs. We started with daily 14-hour fasts and a low-carb focus. 6 weeks later, she told me, "I don't just fit into old jeans. I finally feel like myself again." That's the real win, not just the weight loss, but the freedom, the clarity, the control. So if you've ever wondered if fasting is worth the effort, I promise you, it's not just about skipping meals. It's about finally giving your body what it's been needing all along, a chance to heal. Thanks for listening. I am Dr. Jonathan Blake Carter, always bringing you useful information about health.